My dear friends, I'm coming to you on this very tragic day. My heart is heavy, as it couldn't be any other way for me and for many of you as well. A lot of people who watching me connected with Ukraine in some way. Some of you have your fiance there, some of you have family and friends. But even if you do not have anyone, I know that this event is global, and there is just that human empathy that all of us possess. And I'm just coming out to say, please do everything you can to support people you love. Little things, support, kindness goes far these days. It's really easy to panic and get on negative rants and blaming and all of this, but it is not helpful. Please follow your heart, follow your desire to support. Do once again what's in your hands. If you have somebody in Ukraine that you want to support, I am just absolutely heartbroken and devastated, as most people who have family in Ukraine or living in Ukraine. Well, of course, when you are in it, it's a completely different experience. But when you are far away and you feel somewhat powerless. You want to help, you want to be there. And I had that feeling of powerlessness today. But then I thought, well, there are still things that could be done. There are still ways to help your family and your loved ones. So just want to remind you about this as well. Today is one of those days where you feel like ground. We have the saying, when you don't feel ground under your feet. I don't know how to translate that in English, but you just don't feel you don't understand if you're walking or you're falling somewhere. So yes, we cannot believe that this is actually happening. I know there were many warnings. I know there were a lot going on. I remember, guys, I made a video and I was saying how even God does not know what's going to happen. It's a figure of speech in our languages, but that means that everything is so out of control. And it did happen out of control early in the morning. And a lot of people in Ukraine woke up today from fire sounds, from shotguns, I don't know, like bombing sounds. And that is the worst nightmare for all of us. I talked a lot on my channel about our history and how we were one country, how we were doing things together. We were fighting against the Nazi Germany. We were, our men were probably the bravest men on this planet Earth. They were giving their lives. They knew most of them won't make it, but they were giving their lives. They were sacrificing, so people, the next generation, can have a chance to continue, can have a chance to exist. And now we are divided. People are separated. People are there is lots of turmoil. There is a lots of hate, dissatisfaction, contempt, resentment, and all of these things. It's devastating that two Slavic countries could not come to an agreement. And the conflict on the east is much more complex and complicated, which we won't go in this message because this message is not about that. I just wanted to come out. A lot of you guys had sent me messages and kind words and prayers, and I truly do appreciate it. I may have to have a bit of time just to I don't know, accept the situation, and just it's really hard to do certain things when you know your family is not safe and you don't know what is going to happen. There is martial law currently in Kiev, Ukraine, where I'm from, and things are unpredictable. I only have hope that after this radical move, that sides will wake up, have it as a wake-up call, and actually agree. At this point, Ukrainian people and Russian people as well, I don't think really care of how leaders will agree. For us, it's important that they agree on something, and that the coffins, there will be less coffins of, you know, dead young men coming back to their mothers. That's what we care about. We care about Ukraine being peaceful again, and we care about no young man to have to die, and we care about people, families be safe, being able to go to work, to school. You know, it always, I mean, it's just, there is no words to, there is really no words to describe that. The meaning of peace and just having life, just being able to live your life and have peace of mind for your kids, for your parents, for your brothers and sisters on both sides. I know a lot of people take now, you know, Russia is an enemy. Just, you need to remember that one person does not represent the entire nation, and most people in Russia, in Ukraine, do not want this in any size, shape, or form. Most people would do anything that depends from them to not even to stop it, but to not even ever start this. When I feel that I'm able to record the video, I really would like to share a little bit more insight in the situation, although I would rather just see the resolution. It has been 8 years since the conflict had started in the east of Ukraine, and it's a very, very complex thing and situation. Of course, no complexity justify such radical, horrible decisions that leaders make, but understanding of it may give you some more clarity. It is very complex for foreigners to understand inside of the country tensions, resentment, and issues. You know, it's very difficult to understand that. Well, I just want to thank once again everybody who reached out, send a kind word and prayers and positive thoughts. I truly appreciate that. You know, it is very hard, and a lot of you may understand that as well. It's very hard to feel relaxed and in peace when people you love are in this unknown, very worrisome, very shaky, unpredictable situation. But I'm trying to find, you know, strengths and you know, inner, I wouldn't say inner courage, but I'm trying to find those, you know, those inner resources and mental strength to just being able to be of help and support, and they don't need more stress and more negativity and more worries from us. They need the support. We need to try to kind of get that mental message that we are going to make through this. It's we have to resolve. We do not need this. We need to support each other, and rather than increase that turmoil and all of that negative stuff that's coming out, all this there are obviously people who are everywhere on the internet and in real life that overflowing with a desire to hurt, but the majority of people do want peace. And so I would like to say that I've never thought in my entire life that I will see the day like this. Even though we saw the confrontations, we saw disagreements, there were always tensions and different preferences between, inside of our country, but we never thought that we actually would get guns and bombs and tanks against each other. We never saw that. Once again, our grandfathers, great grandfathers, put their life on the line to make sure that we will continue, we will exist, and we will prosper after that. Both of my grandfathers were in the Red Army in World War II, and so amazingly, both of them came back, as a lot of men didn't. And so I made that post that our ancestors are turning in their grave, because once again they were uniting to fight against the against the Nazis Germany. They all united, and now they turn against each other. This is just absolutely beyond everything we could ever imagine. And I just want to pray for wisdom, for peace, for people trying to understand each other better and trying to find solutions. Please support those people you love. Reach out, support in any way you possibly can. It truly goes a long way in times like this. And once again, thank you so very much for your support, kind words, and I hope that your loved ones will stay safe, and this will be over before we know it. I truly hope so. Thank you.